Hello everybody, hopefully you can hear me and all is well.
I love you guys.
Aw, she loves you guys. That's so sweet. I finished making my stadium. For now, this is how I'm gonna leave it unless some other inspiration strikes me.
I love you guys.
She loves you guys. But as promised, I was going to show you.
I love you guys.
We love them.
Mama, the bird.
The bird's her favorite. So to make it appear as though we're going down into the stadium, I made the outer walls here come out a little bit further than the inner walls, and that creates the illusion of it looking like it's sunken down in. And I can imagine that illusion would look even better with more space and you had more walls to create a more sunken look, but it works for what I wanted it to look like, which is like you're coming down some stairs right here into a stadium, and then you come over here and you can walk up the stairs and you can climb up into the stadium seating. So as promised, I'm going to show you how I made that, and by doing that I'll just take it apart and put it back together and show you. So when you're making something look 3D, it's just about illusion, because really, as we know, everything in the game is flat. You really can't have two stories of anything. You can't have actual structures that are higher than any other structures. It's just all based on illusion. So I do have my log there still. I just can't bear with parting with it because I have this idea of something that I want to make at a later date. So I'm going to keep it. And I'm just going to work around it for the purpose of my stadium. So for this project, I bought 15 of these sofas from the Rio event so that I could create the seating. I wanted to give it the look of having an abundance of seating, and so that's why I bought so many. I'll take out these walls as well, just so I can show you what I did to create this. I've got some pets hidden over in here. That's something I should probably mention. When you're doing a build like this and you've got so much empty space that you want to...
I love you guys.
You love you guys. That you want to be left with, you've got to hide a lot of things.
Guys.
You're so sweet, honey.
I love you guys.
So I took a lot...
I love you guys.
You love them. You're so nice. I tucked a lot of the stoves back here behind this back wall. And I placed... Oh, did you almost fall on your little dolly house? And I tucked a few of them in here. Come here, I'll help you up. And then some of them I left on the street. And I'm just pretending those are food vendors out on the street there. I kind of like the way that looks. I was able to tuck the little wading pool over here. Didn't have room for much else. Okay, so back to stadium seating. This ended up being my back wall. I like the look of these little short walls because when you're doing a two-story build, they make the great look of sort of a back wall with windows because of the little glass at the top. I really like that look. We're almost done taking this down. Now we're left with the floor. And just so we could be fair and start at the very beginning, I'm going to make all of that green once again. Okay. Going to start from scratch. Might make a few mistakes on the way, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. So I started with a color that I wanted to use. In this case, I used the Brazilian flooring and make one strip of that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put my walls up because I want to have a guideline for where to place my flooring. The walls...
I love you guys.
I just sort of eyeballed it.
I love you guys.
Honey, they can't talk back. They can hear you, though. You're very sweet, but they can't talk back on this one. So place the walls.
I love you guys.
2 back and 1 over.
I love you guys.
From the one that's right here at the corner.
I love you guys.
Honey, they can't hear you. And you're going to continue doing that for
Mama,
3.
I want to
Come over to the other side and...
guys.
Honey, they can't hear you. We're just making a video. They can't hear. Look, there's your favorite bird. There's the green one. Green parrot. On the other side, same thing. Over 2, back 1, but this time in the other direction because we're doing the other side. Oops. Now I messed up there. You can see that that looks a little bit off. If you're in that situation and you notice that you're doing this and you notice that something looks funny, it probably is. So you can just adjust it. Doesn't look right there. That looks right, but that doesn't. So that means I placed something wrong, and I think it's this first one. Oops. But the fun thing about this is you can experiment and you can figure out what works exactly. If you mess up, it's no big deal because you can always try again. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting that right. Okay, so since I can't get that quite straightened out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my flooring down, and that will help me to figure out where I need to place those. I'm also kind of in a rush, so that's making me feel a bit more rushed. So now I'm laying in the illusion of the stairs and the height of the stadium, and that is further assisted by using contrasting colors. In this case, I'm going to use black, and as you can see, I'm doing everything at an angle. And that's really the only trick to creating the height, is you're doing all of your shapes of the flooring are just done at an angle. Now adding in a bit more of that Brazilian flooring. Going to put it, just had a bit of a mess up, but that's okay. I can cover that right back up. And there's the contrasting light colored flooring. Sometimes I'll use white, but I wanted to use something festive, so I went with the Brazilian flooring here. Okay, now that's got the basic flooring down. I know that I'm still not right at this, but what I can do is I can now, since I've got the flooring down, I can now use that to help me place these final few walls. Looks like it's maybe just one over. There we go. Got it. So if you're not finding the right placement initially, just keep working with it, and sometimes if you lay the flooring down, it will help. Now for the seating. That's going to be under indoor. There it is. I have 15 in inventory. Lucky me. It's perfect for this project. And I put them closer to the left or the right wall so that I could kind of create an illusion of there being steps. I placed 5 of them in a row, so there's a little bit of an area for people to step up over there. And by people, I mean Food Street people. Once again, just 5. And you probably will not have a log in the way, like I do. So you can also place 5 in this row. But since I'm keeping my log for future design. Aha, now I see what I did wrong. So the reason I was having so much trouble is because I wasn't making this as wide as I was before. So the problem is I needed to come over this way. Just one space over on each of these. And then I'll need to extend my flooring as well. because I know exactly how many I had on the bottom row before, and it was 3, because that was all I had room for. Okay, that's going to be my stadium seating. Now I can add a few walls. And I really liked the idea of adding the windows, 3-panel windows, to look like guests on the bottom row can see right through those windows. One more wall, just so we don't leave a window edge sticking out there, and voila, stadium seating. And the stadium, and the few final touches that I added after trying to hide everything was some basketball flooring and place some trophies at the end of the track to give the athletes some incentive to run down that track faster. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial for how to make some steps and some stadium seating, and I'll be back shortly, hopefully sometime this week, or at least by the time our new decorations come out for the Tuscany event. Can't wait to see what those are going to be like, and I'll come up with a new design then. This is Food Street Chop. See you guys later. Bye.